Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 63. Super duper early one this morning because I'm flying to Norway to visit my girlfriend. Currently recording this in Oslo Gardermoen Airport. So I had to wake up at like 4:45 to get this workout in because I'm not going to be arriving in Norway, well later, the second flight in Norway to Kristiansand. I'm not going to be arriving there until 10 to 6, and I really just want to have the evening to relax and chill and just take a load off, as opposed to trying to go find a gym where I can go and do this workout. So what you're seeing right now is my upper body workout, and this one was heavy sets of 3, so 6 sets of 3 on everything. And this time I decided to do the front levers first in order to not be too fatigued with my back and my grip strength from doing these pull-ups, because these pull-ups definitely really fatigued my grip strength and my pulling strength. So I felt like the front levers went okay considering the situations, operating off of just about 4.5 hours of sleep, maybe 5 hours of sleep. It was raining when I did this workout, a little bit of a shower, but I'm not going to let the weather stop me. I actually had the thought during the workout, sounds a little bit kind of like weird, but when it started raining, I was like, is this all you've got? Maybe you can rain a little bit harder, test me a little bit more, because I'm so used to working outside in the rain that now it's just like, no skin off my back. I couldn't care less whether it's sunny, raining, snowing. I just know that I'll do the workout no matter what. Doesn't matter what time it is, doesn't matter what, how cold it is, doesn't matter whether it's raining or not. I'm going to get the workout in. The quality of the workout, how good it feels, is obviously a different story. This workout probably wasn't one of my best ones, but I felt like it went okay, to be honest. The bench press, 105, 6 sets of 3. First 3 sets, maybe 4 sets, it felt okay. My butt wasn't coming up off the bench too much. I felt like I had good tension balance between my right and left side of my body. Always that third rep, obviously, sounds obvious. Third rep is hardest when the fatigue starts to set in from the set. But I feel like I always struggle on that third rep the most with the form, but that's the rep where you have to, kind of grind through it, because that's how you get stronger and, build the necessary muscle and neural pathways to get strength, which is my main aim for doing this bench press, is to build my pushing strength in my body as much as I can. So yeah, workout went well. Then more or less went straight to the airport, got a lift to the airport, and then I flew on my first flight from Gatwick to Oslo Gardermoen. And on the flight, it just made me think that maybe I should start sharing some more of the sort of literature and reading that I'm listening to at the moment with you guys, because I think it's also valuable. This isn't just me talking about my workouts and my training process. It's more about just life in general, as well as the training. Whatever comes to mind when I'm doing these videos is usually what I'm going to be sharing with you. So I figured I would share with you a couple of the books that I'm reading at the moment. So the first one is David Data's The Way of the Superior Man. This is a really fantastic read. I actually have a copy of the book on my laptop, but I'm obviously listening to it on Audible right now, audiobook. And yeah, it's just a book that I think that every single person with a masculine essence, it doesn't necessarily mean if you're a man, but the vast majority of people with a masculine essence are men. I'd say about 80% of people with masculine essences are men, and that's the majority of my audience on YouTube. And if I was to give you just a quick synopsis and premise of this book to make you want to read it, it's essentially a guide to being a masculine man moving through the world, and how to live a fulfilled and purpose-driven life, because that is essentially what being a masculine person is. I don't want to say man, because I don't want to be too heteronormative for this. You can be a masculine essence woman as well, but for the vast majority of you guys, obviously it's guys. Yeah, it's moving through the world with a purpose in mind, living to your highest purpose and giving your truest gifts to the world, and how to live a life that's along those lines. And then I think when you do that, you do feel most fulfilled in life, and you do feel like you are living to your fullest potential, if that makes sense. And I think that this book is very good at doing that. It also talks about the interplay between masculinity and femininity, and just what polar interactions are, not only with feminine women, because that is obviously a big aspect of your life if you're a masculine man, how to deal with the feminine, but the feminine isn't just women, it's also the world itself. The whole world is feminine, and there's a lot of parallels you can draw between how you interact with the world and how you interact with women. There's a lot of parallels you can draw there. So hopefully that piques your interest on that book. Second book is The Practicing Stoic by Ward Farnsworth. This is essentially just a compilation of all Stoic teachings from Stoic philosophers all throughout history. So that's including Marcus Aurelius, who you might know from Meditations, great book, also worth a read. Seneca, plenty of teachings from Seneca in there. Epictetus, Montaigne. There's also teachings from various other people who might not necessarily have been just Stoic philosophers, but also just people who have aligned their views with certain Stoic principles and teachings. And if I was going to give you Stoicism in a nutshell, it's a practical philosophy for living life in a way that is virtuous and not being a victim to circumstance or your emotions. So definitely give that a read. And that is pretty much it for today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.